other than that, we've got the rest of them are in.
Yeah.
Are in there. Okay. So you all head down, and you. It's interesting, actually. Axel, you recognize this place because you passed by it when you first came in. You see basically one of these sort of temporary temporary situations that were there that people pull their carts in, but it looks like this one basically has 4 of these that have all been rented or bought together, and that they've took out the center dividing wall. So basically, it's 4 of these all connected together as one large space. And it is has lots of different things in it. It actually has. It's in between being one of the temporary spaces and having been made somewhat permanent in nature. So you can't just walk in from any side here. There's really only one side open. It's walled on the other 3, and actually sort of partial wall in the front. But the opening is probably, it's big enough to drive a wagon through the front of it if you really wanted to. There's a large woman there. I mean, and when I say large woman, like 6 foot tall, large woman. The best way to describe her, and I mean this just because it's a very descriptive way. She is a pear-shaped woman. She has some fairly large-sized hips, smaller upper body. She's wearing a large, just sort of shift dress. And she has beautiful black hair that must be very long because it's like sort of put up into a ornate, almost beehive type idea. She has fairly pale skin, darker eyes, and this is the place that you did see a full orc, not a half orc, a full orc, probably about, he's sitting down, kind of snoozing, but just the fact as you walk by, the axe that is next to him, the battle axe that is next to him, is as tall as you are, Axel. And just, you don't even have to do an arcane check. This thing oozes magic. This battle axe does. And as you approach, you see the large orc kind of open up an eye a little bit, and then kind of close it back down and go back to his napping. Walks in, and our Sky leads you in, and just, "Hi, Marge!" And Marge goes, "Darling, how are you? Good to see ya. Who are your friends? Bring them in. Bring them in. Who is this?"
Oh, hello there. I'm the Golda.
Oh, look at you! And she sees
Look
Axel.
at you.
Look what the cat drug in. Look at this handsome man. Well, how are you, Luck Goldheart? Welcome to my shop.
Wonderful.
This is Marge and Harold's Magic Emporium. We deal in all types of things, though. Lots of things. High quality items only. I do trade, though, so if you're out on adventures and you have things you might want to get rid of,
Well,
I've been known to deal a bit.
We've got some gems. They're not cut, but they're
gems,
more
really?
gems.
I do like the sparkly things, and you see she has probably the equivalent of 20 rings and jewelry. I do like the sparkles. Harold, he spoils me so.
Oh, so you're Marge. Who's Harold?
My husband, Harold. The big green one out front.
Oh,
And with that, you actually realize that right behind you now, Luck, you thought you kind of backed into a wall. You backed into Harold, who is towering over you and goes, "Are you flirting with my wife?"
Hey, can I look at your axe?
of course not. No, I'm a married man.
So are you saying my wife's not pretty?
I do.
No,
Still can answer.
She has a.
Axel still has to
I've got this. I've got this, guys. Your wife has a wonderful taste in people and clothing and jewelry and clearly gems. She has a fine taste in gems.
With that, he smacks you on the back of the shoulder and goes, I like this one, Marge. Treat him right. And he kind of gives you a shake. And he gives. It's funny. He gives Grain a little scritch. And Grain was like all about this guy. Did not have any kind of barking reaction to him at all. Pretty much read him from the moment he stood up.
Yeah.
And
I like this guy.
Yeah, he goes back outside, and he did hear Axel. Yeah. My axe. You want to touch my axe?
No, I just want to. Well, you don't want me to touch it. I just want to look at it. But, if
He
you don't want me
hefts
to
it
touch
up,
it, I won't
and
touch it.
literally, again, he's almost 8 feet tall. And like I said, it's as the grip on it is probably almost that big around, and he kind of like thunks it down, and you see it is shining almost chrome like. There are these carvings sort of in the center where it would be that are different animals that their eyes glow and kind of look at you. I mean, you can, and there's just almost this smoky magical essence. Like I said, you don't even need an Arcana check. It is just flowing with magic. There are runes all down the heft of the axe. Oh, now you've got him talking. He's going to be talking about the damn axe all day.
Axel is absolutely fine with that. Can you tell me more? Can I write some things down? He is actually, you can see a little bit in his posture. He is kind of intimidated.
Wait, you want to write down my stories?
Oh no, I want to write down about the axe and the writing on the axe.
Well, if you want to write about the axe, you gotta know what the axe can do, right? So I can tell you about my hunting trips to the Vice.
Oh no!
Yes. And he flips through and he's like, he's got 5. He's probably got 4 pages left. It's like,
you're gonna need more paper than that.
Yeah.
Luna's actually going to hand some paper that she has over to Axel. Not say anything.
Thank you. I mean, I have paper, but I kind of want a book with paper. But that's okay. Thank you for the paper, and you take it. Yeah.
So he smacks, sort of ushers Axel back outside. I don't know how Axel feels about suddenly being separated from shopping, but you really don't have a whole lot of choice now because Harold, does he ever want to tell you all about every time he's gone for a summer jaunt to the Vice to go hunting for pleasure?
Enjoy your talk, Axel.
Let me tell you about this arcane Hulk that I had this one time. It was coming at me right at the edge of spawning season. You never want to get between an arcane Hulk and a good fuck. So you got to.
I love how Axel's head.
I mean, these are the most straightforward. He's kind of the good old boy of the orc crowd, talking about hunting things that you can't even imagine. Names of things that are horrifying.
Axel is writing everything down.
Yeah. Yeah, spawning season, man. They all come passing through there, but you better watch out, man. They're a bunch of gentlemen looking for pleasure, and he like kind of elbows you and like knocks you off the chair.
He goes on to his own little story, probably about some animal he's encountered that he knows animals well a little bit.
So that's what's happening with Axel outside.
He's having a good time, to be honest.
Axel
he's a little overwhelmed, which is surprising, but it is an 8-foot orc. Probably to be expected, but he's going with it fine. He's Axel.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure he is. That's going on outside. So Luck, you've got some